Hey, what is going on, everyone? Here to bring you another Marvel Future Revolution video. This time we're talking all about the global launch. So that's exactly what's behind me here. This is Future Revolution in case you guys are unaware. But basically we have the details of what the global launch server lists are going to be looking like going on to August 25th, which is, this is Wednesday. Sorry, I had to look at my calendar there. And there's a lot of interesting details regarding the server selection that I really want to go over with you all, because I think it's really important as we hit the global launch. There's going to be some restrictions about what you can and can't do with your friends. A lot of this, which is going to be requiring you to play on the exact same server. So depending on where you are in the world and where you're watching this video, I want to go over some of these details specifically because I think it's important for when you decide to start up your account, if you haven't already, and what you plan to do about that. So let's talk about that. So basically, if you went on to Netmarble's website, who are the developers, of course, of Marvel Future Revolution, they had a posting here about the server list for global launch. Now, I have a better photo of that because it's expanded with some more details. So we're going to be taking a look at this. So this is all of the servers that are going to be going live for global launch. Now, they're set up into regions, which you can see on this side. You guys may be familiar with this if you play other games. They're essentially data centers, so they're going to be specifically in certain areas. Usually for America West, it's in Seattle. I think in America East is somewhere in Chicago or something like that, or New York, I don't know. And then, so basically your ping is going to be associated largely with where you're connected to. So for America West, and I'm kind of annoyed that they did this, they separated America West and East. So West has the name Sakar, which is, I don't know why it's red and why the rest are blue. But anyway, Sakar 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to be important when we talk about it later down below. There's some details about that. America East has Hydra Empire and New Stark City. That's servers 1 through 7. So there's going to be Hydra Empire 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And then New Stark City 1, 2, 3, and 4, so on. America Omegaflight. Now, this was the pre-release, which I am playing on currently, although I'm thinking of starting a new account, so we're going to talk about that towards the end. Omegaflight is the server that exists now. That is the pre-release. Now, I think that you can start a character on that server, but I think a lot of people are just going to choose one of the other ones, because that way you get on even footing with everyone else. So on Omegaflight, this has been around for about 5 or 6 weeks, or however long it's been. So you won't be on even footing on a PvP side of things, which is more important there. And if you're unfamiliar with how the game works, some of the game modes, do go back through my Marvel Future Revolution playlist, because I do have some videos touching on these things as well. South America has its own server called Nowhere 1 through 5, and now Europe is split up into 3 servers: Midgardia, Jotunheim, and Asgard 1 through 4. Asia, the Raft for Korea, Xanderth for Japan, Shadowland for the rest of Asia, I guess, and then they have Southeast Asia, Titan, Wakanda, and South Asia, Frozen Peaks. Now, if you are Australian, I'm pretty sure they've lumped you into Southeast Asia, and they don't have an Oceanic server list, which a lot of other MMOs do, because the problem that I've heard anyways from people who are in Australia and New Zealand is that often they get lumped into these Asian servers, and it more comes down to a language barrier that they just aren't playing with, and it's hard to find other people, you know, I guess English speakers, when a lot of them could be a variety of different languages. So that is some of the complaints from people over that way. Anyways, they have Titan and Wakanda 1 through 7. So there's quite a few different servers total, but if you look at the numbers, you know, that it's not just the name of the server, like Titan, Wakanda, Midgardia, Asgard, it's the numbers as well. So, you know, 4 Asgard servers, 4 Midgardia servers, 4 Jotunheim, and so on for all the Americas. So what's really important is looking at the kind of notes at the bottom here. So please be advised the servers in the table above refer to separate servers, not Channels. The optimal region for the agent will be suggested based on the agent's first login location. We recommend that our agents play on the servers within the selected region. Now, this comes down to ping and lag and frame rates and that kind of stuff. So if you're significantly further from your location from where you're trying to log into, you might see quite a bit of that. So I'm not entirely sure, because I think the Omegaflight server where we've been playing on, or where I've been playing on, I think isn't too far from where I am currently. But if you are from other areas of the world, you might want to take that into consideration. Number 3, agents may play from region servers outside of the recommended ones, of course, but please note that in order to play on a different server, you'll need to start a new game. So anytime you start on a new server, whether it's New Stark City or Midgardia or Asgard or whatever, you're going to be starting a brand new game. And what does that mean? Well, you're going to have to start from scratch, of course. But your character, your squad, it's actually your squad. So you have up to 8 characters that you can play, which are the 8 that are released right now. And so it's not just starting a new character, it's starting a new squad. And I would recommend watching my previous videos if you don't know what squad is. It's essentially that you have character level, and then you have squad level. And squad level is like all of your characters combined, and because some of the stats overlap later on in the game as well. So, number 4, agents from different regions cannot play together in the following content: Blitz, Spec Ops, Raids, Dimensional Duel, Omega War, etc. So these are all the ones that you can queue up for. This rule also applies to the battlefields, including New Stark City, Dark Zone, etc. So what this means to me is that the different regions, so these are the regions, so there is no crossover there at all. But if you are in the same region, it seems like we'll get to that. Agents on the Wakanda server and the Midgardia server cannot meet on the same field. So Wakanda is Southeast Asia, Asgard is Europe. So that is, Midgardia. Yeah, that's also Europe, not Asgard. Agents in the same region, but on different servers, can meet through matchmaking, but will not play on the same field. So what they mean by play on the same field, they mean out in the open world. You're not going to run across each other there, but it sounds like through queuing, through PvE or PvP random queues, which you do for content, you can run across each other randomly. Now, there is some confusion about this, because what this means is with relation to your friends list and your alliance and having alliance members and things like that. I've been told that you need to be on the exact same server. So what does that mean? You need to be on, say, New Stark City 1. Everyone needs to be on New Stark City 1 or Hydra Empire 1 or whatever, if you want to be on the same friends list, if you want to group up together, and if you want to be in the same alliance. That's what I'm told. What I am unsure about is if you have people in the same region but on a different server, can you queue up with them? Because it says here that agents in the same region but on different servers can meet through matchmaking. Again, matchmaking is queuing up for PvE and PvP content outside of the open world. So I'm not sure 100% if you can queue up with your friends, if they're on a different server, through the matchmaking, or if this means just random meetups, aka you queue up, some other guy queues up, and you guys are on different servers, and it just so happens that you met in the matchmaking system. That I'm unsure about, so don't quote me on this part. I think if you are cautious about this, it makes more sense that you're going to want to all try and collaborate before the game launches and figure out where and what server that people are going to want to go on to, because that makes the most difference. And cautiously, I would just say try to join all the same server. If you guys have a bunch of friends, from Marvel Strike Force or wherever you're watching my video from, and you guys want to try this, try to get everyone on the same server. Now, this is going to be difficult if you guys are from different regions in the world. Maybe you can compromise on a server. I'm actually thinking of starting a new account and a new alliance on Hydra Empire 1, if I can get into Hydra Empire 1. That is North America East, and the reason why I've decided to do that is because I have some friends in Europe, and I have some friends in North America, and being on the East Coast is a little bit closer to Europe than it is the West Coast of North America, so that's a compromise for me that I'm trying to make for people who want to join. And a shout out to anyone who is welcome, of course, to join. There's probably going to be some slots open, so if anyone wants a new server and a new alliance to start with on this game, it's probably going to be casually still, but do let me know as well. But yeah, so it does say agents on Wakanda 1 and Wakanda 2 server groups are able to meet through content matchmaking but cannot play on the same field. A lot of this was the same as 5. Wakanda 1 and Xandarth 1 servers are able to meet through content matchmaking but cannot play on the same field. So this one is a bit weird because example 1 and example 2 of part 5 here is almost the same, but they're completely different regions. So Wakanda 1, Southeast Asia. Xandarth is Asia. So unless because it's green, because all of these servers are green, that they're actually part of one larger data center, and they're actually all connected. All 3 of these regions are connected. I'm unsure. I don't know why that they have this here, so I'm a bit confused. And at the very bottom, this is hard to see. Oh god, I can't. Jesus, my thing is in the way. Okay, at the bottom, my frame's blocking the view. My apologies. It says number 6, the reset time for each server will be applied differently depending on the region. So basically, there's going to be a local time on each of these servers that there's going to be a set reset time for that. So I'm not sure how I feel about this. I need some more clarity about whether or not, say, you're on New Stark City 1, but your friends are on New Stark City 2. Can you add them to your friends list? Can you group up and do queues? It sounds like that you can still run into them in the queue process or queuing up for some of these events at random, but whether or not you can control any of this or if it's really, that's how it is. That is what I'm unsure of. Now, it seems like there may be some, maybe that's why it's color-coded. There may be some regional lumpings here with America West by itself and America East with all of this, and then Europe, and then all the green Asias. Maybe there's a reason why it's color-coded. This is not specifically clear, because it does say that if you're on Wakanda, that you can run into people in Xandarth, in the random queue. My question is, can you group up with them or not? That's not specifically clear. I'll try to get some clarifications on this as we approach the global launch. Maybe I'll add it as a footnote in the comments section when I do find out more. But let me know what you think about this. I am not super happy with the way that this is, but I don't know if there's any way around this. The reason why I'm unhappy with this is because if you start, or if I start, say, on Hydra Empire 1, and I have some friends, maybe, or some people decide to start the game later on, maybe that I don't know them yet, but, you know, there's no way I may be able to play with them because they didn't join that lump of servers. They didn't join Hydra Empire 1. So it seems like if I'm on Hydra Empire 1 and they're on 2, we can't group together, as far as I'm aware. Now, if that changes again, I'll let you guys know. There seems to be a lot of restrictions in place in terms of what you can and can't do, so that's why I think everyone needs to be careful about this, and going forward, make sure you're aware of specifically what server grouping, what region you want to play on, and what exact server. Not even just the name of the server, but the number as well becomes increasingly important. So that's all I have to say about this. I guess I'll see you guys in Global Launch, and if you guys want to play with me, I'll probably be on Hydra Empire 1, and I'll see you guys there. I'll be Boilon there unless someone steals my name. I think that's how it works. Otherwise, let me know in the comments down below what you think about all this. Are you going to be playing Marvel Future Revolution? I'm probably going to continue to play it casually. I think I'm also probably going to restart Captain Marvel. Again, I really do like her, so I am going to do that again. Begrudgingly, another 1 to 100 grind that probably took me about 15 to 20 hours. But hopefully I could do it a bit better the second time around. That's all I have to say here. Watch out for another video. I'm probably going to be blowing all of my crystals. I have about 8,000 crystals saved of premium currency. I think this is about $150 worth of currency that I've saved up through in-game activity on the Omegaflight server. I'm going to be doing some polls for that just to see what's worth it and what's not. How good is my luck, so that I know that when I start my new account, is any of this worth doing at all or not? So that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts, and I'll see you next time on the next Marvel Future Revolution video. So until then, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see y'all later. Boilon signing out.